English podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of E for English. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Sam. If you're looking to take your English from classroom boring to real-world confident, you are in the right place.
Today, we are diving deep into a topic that we hear about every single day in our comments, emails, and DMs. It's that frustrating, pull your hair out feeling when you watch a movie or read a book in English and you understand everything, but the moment you open your mouth to speak, your brain goes blank and you don't know what to say.
Oh, the silent statue syndrome. I know it well. It's like having a library full of books in your head, but the door is locked and you've lost the key.
Exactly. Today we're going to talk about why this happens, because it's not because you're bad at languages, and more importantly, we're going to give you the keys to unlock that door.
Let's get into it.
So Sam, let's start with the why. Why can someone understand a 10-minute TED Talk but struggle to order a coffee?
It comes down to two different types of vocabulary, passive and active. Think of your brain like a giant warehouse. Your passive vocabulary is everything sitting on the shelves. You recognize it when you see it. You know what that box labeled phenomenon is.
Right, but active vocabulary is what's right there on the delivery truck, ready to go.
Exactly. When you listen or read, you have time. Your brain is a receiver skill, but speaking is a producer skill. It requires muscle memory, instant recall, and, this is the big one, nerve.
I think people underestimate the muscle memory part. Your tongue and throat are muscles. If you've spent 5 years reading English, but 0 hours moving your jaw to make those sounds, of course it's going to feel awkward.
It's like watching 100 hours of basketball on TV. You understand the rules, you know what a three-pointer is, but if I hand you the ball and say, go, you're going to trip over your own feet.
That's a perfect analogy. And there's also the internal editor problem. When we listen, we don't care about our own grammar. But when we speak, we have this little voice saying, wait, is it has or have? Is my accent okay? Am I sounding stupid?
That internal editor is a conversation killer. It creates a lag in your brain. By the time you've checked your grammar, the conversation has moved on.
Okay, so we know why it happens. Let's talk about how to fix it. If you're at home right now feeling stuck, what's the first thing you should do?
You have to build the bridge between the warehouse and the delivery truck. And you start by talking to the person you trust most, yourself.
I know it sounds crazy, but I do this with my second language all the time. I narrate my life. Now I am boiling the water. I'm looking for the tea bags. Oh, where did I put the sugar?
It's brilliant because there's zero pressure. No one is judging you. You are practicing the flow of words. This is what we call shadowing.
For our listeners who don't know, shadowing is when you listen to a native speaker, maybe a podcast like this one, and you repeat exactly what they say as they are saying it. You mimic the rhythm, the pauses, and the emotion.
Don't just repeat the words, repeat the feeling. If Veronica sounds excited, you sound excited. This trains your brain to treat English as a series of chunks rather than individual words.
Chunks are so important. Instead of thinking, I want to go to the store, you learn the chunk, I'm going to head to the... It's much faster to deliver one big box than 7 tiny ones.
Another tip, use your phone. Record yourself talking for 30 seconds about your day. Listen back. Don't be mean to yourself. Just listen. You'll notice, oh, I always pause before using the word actually. Then try it again.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, fear. Sam, have you ever felt embarrassed speaking another language?
Oh, absolutely. I once tried to tell a waiter I was embarrassed and accidentally told him I was pregnant. The look on his face, I wanted the floor to swallow me whole.
See, even experts mess up. But here's the secret. The goal of English is communication, not perfection.
If you go to a shop and say, I want apple, do you get an apple?
Yes.
Then you succeeded. The grammar wasn't perfect, but the communication was 100%. People who understand English but can't speak it are usually perfectionists in hiding. They want to come out of the gate sounding like Shakespeare.
And that's impossible. You have to be okay with sounding like a toddler for a little while. I always tell my students, quantity over quality in the beginning. Just get words out. The more you speak, the more your brain realizes, hey, I didn't die when I used the wrong tense. Everything is fine.
It's a survival instinct. Your brain is trying to protect you from social danger. You have to prove to your brain that English isn't a tiger, it's just a tool.
Let's give them some E for English specials, some real actionable hacks they can use today.
Number 1, the 5-minute rant. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Pick a topic you love, football, cooking, makeup, history, and talk non-stop. If you don't know a word, don't stop. Describe it. If you don't know refrigerator, say the cold box in the kitchen.
That's called circumlocution. It's a superpower. It keeps the conversation moving.
Another hack, stop translating in your head. I know, easier said than done. But if you translate from your native language to English, you will always be 3 seconds behind.
How do we stop that?
Label your world in English. Don't look at your table and think of your native word for it. Look at it and think table. Build a direct connection between the object and the English word.
My favorite hack is preparation. If you know you have a meeting or you're going to a party, pre-game your English. Think of 3 stories or 3 questions you can ask. How was your weekend? What do you think of this weather? Have you seen that new movie?
If you have the first 3 sentences ready, the momentum will carry you through the rest. It's like starting a car. The most energy is needed for the ignition. Once you're rolling, it's much easier.
We have a quick question from a listener named Marco. He says, I feel like my personality disappears when I speak English. I'm funny in Italian, but in English, I'm boring. How do I fix that?
Marco, that is so common. We call it the second language personality. You feel boring because you're using basic words.
My advice for Marco is learn fillers and exclamations. Instead of just saying yes, say exactly, or I totally agree, or that's a fair point.
Use phrases like to be honest or believe it or not. These phrases give you time to think while making you sound like a natural, charismatic speaker. They add flavor to your English.
And don't forget body language. A smile and a nod go a long way in filling the gaps when your vocabulary fails you.
So we've covered a lot today. The difference between passive and active vocabulary, the power of shadowing, the self-talk method, and why you must kill your internal editor.
Remember, everyone, English is a muscle. You wouldn't expect to run a marathon without training, so don't expect to be a fluent speaker without vocal exercise.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to E for English. Leave us a review and tell us what's the one thing you struggle with when speaking. We might answer it in the next episode.
Stop thinking, start speaking. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.